you so much to Xbox for giving me early access.
Huge thanks to Xbox for giving me the permission to post this video early.
Xbox gave me permission to
showcase Forza Horizon 6 early.
Rev, do something! Every YouTuber in existence got Forza Horizon 6 early, but not us, bro! Playground Games, what are you doing, guys? After crazy amounts of time, we finally have a new AAA racing game dropping. Like, bro, finally! Because genuinely, we all got tired of Forza Horizon 5 for real. So now, we have a task on our hands. We have to build the cheapest PC that could run Forza Horizon 6 on at least 1080p low and at least 60 FPS. So, let me check the minimal requirements real quick. Well, damn! Big respect to the developers. Like, I'm not even mad anymore that they didn't invite me to the early testing of the game, as the game seems not that hard to run, right? So we are on a mission today, gang. Let's build the cheapest Forza Horizon 6 PC. So starting off with a CPU, I hopped on a voice chat in our Discord server, link in the description, and asked the Ryzen 7 3800X appreciator, which, by the way, props to the guy for being the quickest to respond to our request to figure out what kind of specs we should do the whole build with. And as for the CPU, bro really gave a solid suggestion of a Ryzen 5 5500X3D, which where he lives is around 200 euros. And it is definitely a solid choice, especially for someone already on AM4. But you know, guys, we probably can go lower and still play Forza, I think. So of course we had to lowball the minimum requirements and go as low as possible. So I got this Ryzen 5 2600, which is actually free to me. But of course, for the sake of calculating the prices into the budget, let's say that this thing was 10 euros. As currently there are just a ton of first gen and second gen Ryzens on the marketplace for dirt cheap prices, as dudes really just don't have a use for them anymore after upgrading. And the prime example to back this up is the way I got this CPU for free, because one guy came into our store and wanted to upgrade his system. So after he got himself an upgrade to a Ryzen 7 5700X and 32 gigs of RAM instead of 16, he just said to me, "Yo bro, I just really have no use for this old CPU, you can just keep it." So after some scrubbing, it is going into our system. Okay, as for the motherboard, we got the Sissy Wissy Asus Prime A520M K, because it's kinda okay, for 50 euros with a 2-year warranty, so it should do the job fine. Now, I know that officially A520 motherboards do not support neither the 1000 or 2000 series, but I'll let you in on a little secret. With the latest BIOS updates, it can actually do that. So that's a friendly tip for y'all looking to buy an AM4 system. Now, I didn't get anything used this time for the motherboard, because literally the price between a 7-year-old used motherboard and a brand new one with a 2-year warranty is only like 10 to 20 euros, so it really doesn't make sense to buy one used in my opinion, unless you can find one for like 20 or 30 bucks, though I really doubt that for that price you would get something better than A320 chipset. And to cool everything, we had to get creative, gang, so we used this extremely hood option of a damaged Arctic Freezer 36 cooler. And it's a bit, which I got for only 5 euros. Though because I got it for only 5 euros, I don't know how well it would work and if it would work at all. But worst case scenario, we will have an expensive 5 euro fan. Like bro, that deal was so hood level that bro didn't include another fan. So we'll just see how it goes. But at least while building the PC, I managed to bend back this tilted tower to shape, so it should do the job. As for some RAM, the market is healing, but it is not yet back at the summer of 2025 levels, so I just managed to scrape by some 16GB set of 2666 MHz RAM for 40 euros. Yep, the deal ain't that sweet, but it just should do the job fine. As for storage, this ancient Samsung 500GB SSD better last us a good while, as we paid 30 euros for it. Yep, we just paid summer 2025 price of a brand new SSD for this thing. but that's the market, I guess. Okay, and for the case, because we will have to sell this thing somehow later on, I got this brand new MSI M100A case for 32 euros. Though genuinely, just use some throwaway case if you're building the PC for yourself, and if you're on a strict budget, it will save you some cash. For the power supply, I'm once again digging in the gray loot chest of my power supply stash, where I got these X mining power supplies for like 17 euros each. And the funniest thing is that they look bad, but I've seen myself that they can run 4 3080 Ti's simultaneously. Though you guys can just relax, as we're not going to be using any 3080 Ti's that I magically got for 20 cents in this video. This ain't Quibble Cop or something. And because this is a real YouTube channel, I'll be honest with you gang, the PSU you see me installing for some reason just didn't show any signs of life.
I've always wanted to impale someone and cut off their head and have it on a spike in my apartment.
So I replaced it with another one. After building the whole PC, of course, like I had to replace it afterwards, but it works now. Now, what GPU are we powering with all this power on tap? May I present you this beautiful GTX 1060 6 gig, which I bought for 35 euros and paid 3 euros for shipping, so 38 V-Bucks in total, and it should be faster than the 4 gig GTX 1650, so we should be getting 60 FPS in the game, right? Well, let's see for ourselves. And of course we ran into some issues right away. Forza was just constantly crashing straight after a couple of seconds of boot up, and nothing helped through the traditional troubleshooting route. So as you can imagine, I really got frustrated, like so frustrated to the point where I genuinely thought that there's something wrong with the PC, as like DDU didn't help at all. Like I cleaned everything and it didn't help, verifying the game files didn't help, and switching to a lower resolution monitor didn't help. Like I even was using like Galaxy Brain, where I was like, okay, maybe it's crashing due to the 6 gigs of VRAM, because you know, for the new games 8 gigs is the bare minimum now. But actually in reality, all it took to launch the game was just to go to the Steam apps and launch the game there directly as administrator, and not through the shortcut. So yeah, anyways, now for the testing. The game defaulted to 1080p very low, which didn't sound too good, as we're aiming for the low settings, you know, not the very low. But yeah, I ran the benchmark test and we got a stack of FPS for the Minecraft bros. So as you can imagine, we probably will not get 60 FPS on 1080p low, and unfortunately my intuition was right, as we got like 50 or something. So without overclocking or upscaling, actually on low, we're very close to 60, but not yet at 60. So our beautiful Discord server community will be the judges if we failed the challenge or actually succeeded in it. Now let me put you on some ball knowledge. If you already have Forza 5, you can actually know if your PC is ready to run Horizon 6. So run the benchmark map on Forza Horizon 5 on 1080p medium preset and 4x MSAA, and the result you get there should be roughly your FPS on 1080p very low. I'm just throwing that out for anyone on Forza 5, and for those who are just wondering if you can even run Forza 6. So in the end, I think if you're on a really tight budget, even 200 euros can buy you a solid PC for Forza 6, even though the graphics look borderline Dirt 3 while playing. But it has a very good upgradability, so in the future, whenever you have some extra bucks, you can just easily upgrade the CPU, the graphics card, or even RAM. So options are pretty much limitless. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, guys. Cheap Bastard out.